Adventures in Murfreesboro is produced in cooperation with Murfreesboro City Schools.
When you're with Murphy in the borough, it's one big adventure after another. When you're with Murphy in the borough, you can count on a whole lot of fun. Murph has lots of special friends you never know. Who'll be dropping in, come see what they're gonna tell us. See what they're gonna do. It could be artists with easels, builders with tools, inventors, creators, or kids from our school. Someone sharing story time, friends making music, or making words rhyme, having a good time. When you're with Murphy in the borough, it's one big adventure after another. When you're with Murphy in the borough, you can count on a whole lot of fun. You can count on a whole lot of fun.
Hi, Murph. How are you today?
Oh, I'm okay, John. How are you?
I'm fine, but you don't sound okay. Is something wrong?
No, not really.
Okay. I see you've got all your football stuff out.
Yeah, I've been cleaning out my closet and I'm gonna throw all this stuff away.
Throw all your football stuff away. Murph, why would you do that?
I'll never get to be on a team. People say I'm too scrawny, so I'm just gonna give up.
Murph, I think you need to think about this a little bit more. But right now, we need to get ready for today's guest.
I guess you're right, John. So who is today's guest?
Let's see, a guy named Rick Stockstill. Here, this tells about him.
Okay, here, let me read. All right, Mr. Rick Stockstill is a well-known FB coach at MTSU. FB?
FB stands for Facebook.
Ah, a Facebook coach. Huh. Well, I know what FB is, but why do we need a coach for it?
You mean Facebook?
Yeah, I mean, how do you coach Facebook?
I'm not sure, Murph. Maybe we got it wrong. Oh, there's the door. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Yeah. A Facebook coach. Well, that's interesting.
Hi, Coach Stockstill. I'm John, and this is Murph, the star of the show.
Hey, John. How you doing, Murph? What's going on, my man?
Hey, dude, and welcome to Adventures in Murfreesboro.
I'm glad to be here, Murph.
So, I'm really excited. I've never met a Facebook coach. That must be a really interesting job. What exactly do you have to do?
Well, to be a Facebook coach, I don't know. I'm not a Facebook coach.
Oh, and since you coach Facebook, I wonder, do you tweet too?
Murph, I think you might have that wrong, my man. I'm not a Facebook coach.
Oh, am I wrong? Let me read this again. Let's see. Well, it says here that you're the head FB coach.
Well, let me see this, Murph. Let me look at this. Yeah, it does. It says Rick Stockstill is the head FB coach at MTSU. Well, Murph, FB could stand for Facebook, but it also stands for something else.
Does it?
Yeah, it sure does.
What else does FB stand for?
Well, it stands for football. I'm the head football coach at Middle Tennessee State University.
Football? The head coach at MTSU?
That's right.
Oh, wow, that is awesome, dude. Hey, did you bring the team?
No, but I did bring a football for you.
Oh, he brought me a football. Oh, did you hear that, John?
I heard. That's great, Murph.
I'm so excited.
I bet you're a good football player.
Oh, Coach Rick, look at all this stuff. I've been cleaning out my closet. I'm going to throw all this stuff away.
Don't do that.
Yeah, somebody said I was too scrawny to play football.
You? Too scrawny? No way. Look at you. Look at those muscles. Huh? Don't listen to somebody that tells you can't do something.
No?
No. If you want to play football or if you want to do anything, put your mind to it and do it. Don't let anybody make you give up on your dreams, your goals. You can do anything you put your mind to, anything you put your heart to, okay? So if you love football, keep playing it.
Oh, did you hear that? You know, you remind me of the motto of our show. Do you want to know what our motto is?
What is it?
Dream big and work hard.
Well, if you'll dream big and work hard in everything you do, you'll be able to accomplish all your goals in life.
Oh, thank you, Coach Rick. You're such an encourager. You know, that's kind of like a fan, isn't it?
Well, fans have got to be supportive. Whatever, if you're a football fan or a baseball, basketball, whatever you're a fan of, you've got to support your team. And that we've got great fans at Middle Tennessee.
Oh, I'm a big MTSU fan.
Oh, you going to come to some games this year?
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's good. I'll be looking for you.
Okay.
We'll put you out at quarterback one time.
Quarterback?
Yeah. You know how to throw the ball?
Oh, yeah. Well,
I'm going to teach you how to throw the ball before we leave today.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
But you be a big fan. You come out there and support us and get involved with the high school teams here, the Little League teams, the MTSU football, everything. You come watch us play because fans are important. Players like to hear fans cheering for them in the stands and at games. So fans are very important. They encourage our players to do the best they can.
Oh, I like the way he sounds, John, don't you?
I do.
Okay, well, Mr. Rick, we have some questions here that the kids in Murfreesboro City Schools would like to ask you. Are you ready to answer some questions?
I'm ready for them, Murph. You fire away.
Okay, first question. When did you start playing football?
Murph, I started playing football when I was in the first grade, and I started in Georgetown, Kentucky. In the first grade, that's when I first started playing football.
Wow.
Long time ago.
Long time ago. Well, not that long. Okay, yeah. And what position did you play when you started?
I've really been a quarterback all my life. I started at quarterback. I like to throw the ball. And whether I was playing baseball or whatever I was doing, I always liked to throw it. So they stuck me at quarterback, and I stayed there through high school, through college. And so that's about the only position I ever played in football was quarterback.
Cool. Okay, next question. Oh, this is interesting. Since so many people throw the ball and carry the ball, why do they call it football?
When football was invented a long, long time ago, they kicked it so much. They kicked it and ran it more than they threw it. And I think that's maybe how it became known as football.
Okay, next question. Let's see. Where you grew up in Kentucky?
Yeah, I grew up in Georgetown, Kentucky. My dad was a college coach and a high school coach.
Did he coach football?
He coached football and baseball.
Oh, so you learned from your dad.
I did. He was my first teacher, my first coach, so to speak, that taught me how to play football.
Wow.
And then I had good Little League coaches, Pop Warner coaches that taught me as I was growing up too, also before I got into high school.
And do you have kids that you're teaching now too?
Well, I've got two kids. I've got a son who plays football at Siegel High School.
Siegel Stars.
The Siegel Stars.
Yeah.
And then I've got a daughter that plays volleyball at Siegel High School. So I haven't been able to help her as much in volleyball as I've been able to help my son Brent, because I don't know a whole bunch about volleyball. Murph, you might have to help me on that, but Emily, she's had to kind of teach and coach herself in volleyball.
Yeah, let's see now. If you weren't a coach, what else might you like to be?
If I wasn't a coach, I think I'd be a teacher, because I love being around young people and I love trying to help them reach their goals. And if I wasn't able to do that, I've always wanted to open up a car detail shop. I love cleaning cars, washing and waxing cars, so I'd probably have a car detail shop.
Let's see now. Next question. Where would you like to visit?
Where would I like to visit? I would like to visit Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii, and you always see it on TV and in books and everything, but I've always been intrigued by visiting Hawaii.
We could do the hula dance. How about that?
That, or we can go out there and surf. Can you surf?
Oh, well, no. But I'd like to give it a try.
Well, we can get out there and try.
Okay. Next question. Who in history would you like to meet?
Who in history would I like to meet? Muhammad Ali.
Oh, really?
I would love to meet Muhammad Ali and talk to him.
Sting like a butterfly, float like a bee. Wait, that's not right. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Your hands can't hit what your eyes can't see.
Oh, I like that. You like vegetables?
I love vegetables. I think I've got this saying that I tell our players at Middle Tennessee all the time: put color on your plate. Put some greens, some reds, some orange.
Oranges,
Yeah, put
carrots.
color on your plate.
Okay, next question. Let's see. Oh, what was your favorite book when you were a kid?
I'd have to say The Wizard of Oz. I love The Wizard of Oz and the characters in it, the lion, the scarecrow, and just I really, I could watch that movie. I could read that book. When I was little, I'd read it all the time. And then even today, when that movie comes on the old channels, they show the old movies, and that comes on, I'll catch myself sitting there watching it.
Hey, you want to look at the camera with me and say, lions and tigers and bears, oh my, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Lions and tigers and bears, oh my.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty awesome. Yeah, I love that show. That's a great movie. Okay, next question. Let's see now. What did you want to be when you were little?
Murph, when I was little, all I thought about was playing sports, being an athlete. I always wanted to, I played them all, football, baseball, and basketball. And once I got into high school, as I got older and realized you have to start making plans on what you want to do in life, I decided I wanted to coach. I wanted to have an impact on young people. So I love sports. I love playing sports all my life, and being a coach is a way, or was a way, to keep me involved in athletics. So I knew at a very young age I wanted to coach.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, next question. Thank you. Can anybody grow up to do what you do?
Sure, and I said this earlier, Murph, don't let anybody tell you you can't do something.
Right.
If you want to coach, all you have to do is study the game, obviously. You've got to love doing it, but you have to graduate from high school, and then you have to graduate from college.
Oh, Coach Rick, you have been an absolutely awesome guest. Thanks for coming on the show.
I appreciate it, Murph. I've been honored to be here with you.
Oh, thanks. You know, I would love to visit MTSU.
Murph, you can come to MTSU and watch us at practice, at a game, anytime you want, okay?
Oh, I can. Can I bring John, too?
Look, you can bring John, you can bring all your friends. Bring all those bunnies with you.
Yeah, we have a big family.
We practice Friday and then really every day through the fall. So anytime you want to come out there and watch practice or come to a game, you're more than welcome. You just let me know.
Okay. Oh, thanks so much, Coach Rick. You know what we say around here?
No, what?
We say, you the bunny.
I'm the bunny?
You the bunny.
No, you the man.
I'm the man.
You the man.
You're the first one that ever said that to me.
No.
Yeah. Oh, Coach, would you take a minute and show us how to hold a ball?
I'd love to.
Okay.
You got one laying around
Yeah,
here?
hang on just a minute.
All right, Murph, I'm going to show you how to hold the ball, how you're supposed to hold the ball when you want to throw it. You want to have a comfortable grip on the ball. Put your fingers on the laces, whatever's comfortable, okay? And then draw an imaginary line from your middle finger around the ball, and it should touch your thumb, okay? If you draw that line and you don't touch your thumb because your thumb is too high, that means the ball's going to come off at that trajectory and it's going to wobble on you. The other thing is you've got to be able to see light between the ball and the palm of your hand. So if you hold that ball up and if you can see light between the ball and the palm of your hand, that means you're not holding it too tight. So those are the two main principles that you have to have, or you should have, to throw a spiral when you throw a football. So grip the ball where it's comfortable, and then draw that imaginary line from your middle finger to your thumb. Check to see that you can see light between the ball and the palm of your hand, and then you've got the proper grip on it. And then I always tell people, especially young people, when you're going to throw the ball, you want to have it about shoulder height. Don't have it way down here and don't have it way up here. Have it about shoulder height, and then act like you're reaching back on a shelf behind you to get a book off the shelf. So I got it about shoulder width, shoulder height here, and I want to reach the ball back like I'm reaching to get a book off the shelf, and then I want to throw the ball, and there should be an L shape between your wrist, elbow, and shoulder, okay? You don't want to be a sidearm like that. It should be an L shape, so I'm reaching it back, and when I come through, ought to see an L shape, okay? And then your follow through, you want to invert your wrist. It ought to come like that and aim to your opposite knee or your opposite hip, okay? And you want to invert your thumb and wrist. You want to invert your wrist. So get a proper grip on it, middle finger to thumb. I can see air between my palm of the hand and the ball. I want to have it at about shoulder height right here with the ball. I want to reach it back like I'm taking a book off the shelf. I'm going to come through. I'm going to form an L. I'm going to follow through to my opposite hip, and my hand is going to invert. And Murph, if you can do that, and you can throw the ball, make it spiral, you can come be our quarterback.
Oh, that sounds great. I can't wait to try it. Are you ready for a road trip, John?
I'm ready, Murph.
That sounds good. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thanks, Murph. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, Coach Rick was a great guest, wasn't he?
He sure was, Murph. He gave us some great pointers on football.
Yeah, I can tell he's a great teacher, too.
Yeah. I'm sorry about getting football and Facebook confused.
Oh, well, that's an easy mistake. I got it confused, too.
You know, Murph, the internet's a great thing, but we need to learn some tips on how to stay safe when you're surfing on the internet.
That's right. And we should never be on the internet without our parents' permission, should we?
That's right, Murph.
How can we learn about staying safe?
You know, I've got a friend who can give us some tips on staying safe on the internet.
Hey, well then let's go talk to that friend.
All right, let's go.
You come too. Hi, everybody. We're here today with our good friend, Sergeant Melvin Cunningham from the Murfreesboro City Police Department. Hi, Sergeant Cunningham.
Hi, Murph. How are you today?
Oh, I'm pretty happy and pretty excited to be here today. We've got some questions for you.
What are your questions, Murph?
Well, John thinks that you might be able to help us learn about internet safety.
Sure. There's a lot of good things about internet safety that I can tell you.
Oh, good, good. Are you ready to listen, John?
I'm all ears, Murph.
Okay, let's see. How should we start?
Well, let's start by saying the good things about the computer and the internet.
Okay.
The internet is a very good tool. You can use it to help you with your homework. You can use it for research. And there's also some fun games on there.
Okay.
Now, when you play games on the computer, you need to get your family involved, to get your parents to help you set your game up. Never set your game up alone, because there's a lot of important questions to answer, and some of them you need your parents to help you with.
What kind of questions would they ask?
Well, sometimes they ask for a credit card to play the games, and sometimes they ask for some personal information.
Oh, what exactly is personal information?
Personal information is like your name, your address, your phone number. Those kind of things are very personal and private, and only your parents need to approve you giving that information out.
Oh, that's important. So we should never give out our name and our address and things like that on the computer.
That is correct. Never put your name and give your address, your home address, your school, your church, or any time where you're located.
Oh, that's important. Okay, what else can we do to stay safe on the internet?
If your parents approve you to talk on the chat room, it would be best your parents be there with you. And do not talk to strangers. Make sure that you personally know who you're talking to whenever you're texting someone or talking verbally over the internet.
Oh, okay. What about Facebook and Twitter? How can we stay safe on Facebook and Twitter?
Well, be very careful on Facebook. Don't post your pictures and things and your location on Facebook. I know a lot of times parents want to put pictures of the kids when they're out at the beach or when they're in Florida. That lets people know that you're not at home.
Oh, you know, I never thought of that. And then they can come and...
Yes, they can come and take your things and break into your home.
Oh, we would not like that at all. Okay, never let them know when we're going on vacation.
That is correct. Know who you're talking to is the biggest key. And if you're talking to someone new, get your parents involved. Let your parents know that, hey, I'm talking to a stranger on the computer. What should I do? And the best thing really is not to talk to anyone that you don't know on the computer.
Now, what if I have to work on a big project for school? Can I take the computer in my room and close the door and maybe play games?
No, that's not a good idea. You need to keep the computer in a very visible place where your parents can help you if you're working on homework or even if you're playing a game, because something may come up or someone may try to ask you a question and it'd be an inappropriate question. Also, if someone sends you some inappropriate language over the internet or pictures, let your parents know immediately.
Oh, that sounds very important. If we see anything at all that makes us question, we should immediately show our parents.
Yes, immediately. Let your parents know what's going on.
Oh, Sergeant Cunningham, you've been so much help. You know, I think I could play on computers all day.
Well, Murph, that is not really a good idea. You should limit your time on the computer.
How come?
Because a lot of times when you're playing on the computer, there's other games that you can play in the yard. And if you're playing on the computer for a long period of time, you begin to get angry because either you're losing the game or the game's not going the way you want it. And it can cause you to be angry and have your attitude to change.
Yeah, and then we get mad if Mama calls us to do something or something like that.
This is so correct, Murph. You've got it.
So when we limit our time, I wonder how we should limit it. How long do you think we should play maybe at a time?
Well, you know, an hour is a good limited time on a day that is non-school day.
Non-school day. No more
Yes.
than an hour. I like that. Oh, thank you so much for being a great internet safety coach today, Sergeant Cunningham.
And thank you, Murph, for being a great listener.
Oh, thanks. See you later. Oh, that was really good. We learned a lot about staying safe on the internet, didn't we, John?
We sure did, Murph.
And remember, only go on the internet with your mom or dad's permission.
That's right, Murph.
You know, I'm really excited, though, about going somewhere else.
Where are we going to next, Murph?
We're going to go to one of the practices for the MTSU Blue Raider football team.
Oh, Murph, that's great.
Yeah. Oh, are you ready to go?
I'm ready, Murph. You ready?
Oh, yeah. Do you think I should take my helmet over there?
Maybe so.
Okay. You come too.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm here today with the one, the only Coach Stockstill at the MTSU football practice field. How you doing, Coach?
Hey, Murph, how you doing? Good to see you again.
Hey, Coach, what are the guys doing today?
Well, this is our first day in full pads, so we got a little scrimmaging going on, a little contact, more so than what we've had the first 4 days. But so far, it's starting out to be a good practice, Murph, and I think it's because you're out here.
Oh, you maybe need a rabbit on the team.
Yeah, that's good. We need a fast one. Can you run fast?
Oh, I can hop like nothing you ever seen before.
We'll name a play after you then.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. And remember, come out here and watch the Blue Raiders go. Or hop.
I like the hopping part.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Today's story is inspired by Soren Kierkegaard, and the name of it is They Were Ducks. Once upon a time, there was a family of ducks. There was Papa Duck and Mama Duck and Aflac, the duckling, with his 5 brothers and sisters. They lived in a nice neighborhood with a good elementary called the Webb School. Every weekday morning, Aflac and his brothers and sisters would board the bus and go to school. And every afternoon, the bus would bring them back home again. One day, something special happened. The day started out normally. Aflac got up and had a bath and breakfast. His mother fixed a lunch of cheese and crackers for all of her ducklings and gave Aflac his bag as he went out the door to board the bus. But at school, something different was waiting. All of the young ducklings were sent to the auditorium where their principal, Mr. Waddle, sat with another duck who Aflac had never seen before. He was a great, huge mallard with bright green feathers on his head and a bright yellow bill and a brown chest. All of the ducklings stared at him in awe. When everyone was seated, Mr. Waddle rose and addressed the school. "It is an honor for me to present to you young ducks the great world explorer, Mr. Francis Drake. Show him how attentive we ducks at Webb School can be." They all clapped as Mr. Drake rose and walked to the edge of the stage. "Thank you, Mr. Waddle, and all of you young ducks," he said. "I have a question for you.
Everyone became silent. "Are we ducks?" he asked. "Yes," they all answered quietly. "Are we ducks?" he asked again, loudly. "Yes," they replied, louder. "That's right. We're ducks, and we have feathers, long feathers, short feathers, colored feathers, all sorts of feathers. I have feathers, and—" Mr. Drake pointed at the ducklings. "You have feathers." Everyone nodded. Aflac looked around. Everyone was getting excited. Mr. Drake was right. They were all covered with feathers. "Also," Mr. Drake began, "we have wings." He spread his wings and made a great flapping motion that sent a breeze across Aflac's face. "Do you have wings?" he asked the ducks. "Yes," they answered enthusiastically. "Show me your wings," he ordered. All of the young ducks stood and began flapping their wings. Mr. Drake nodded at them and smiled. "Nature gave us feathers and wings because we are ducks," he said. "Nature gave them to us for a reason. Can anyone guess what that reason might be?" The young ducks just stared at him. Mr. Drake's voice became quiet. "You can fly," he whispered. There was a gasp around the auditorium. All of the ducklings looked at each other. "You can fly," he repeated louder. "With our wings and our feathers, we can all fly." Everyone started quacking at once. Could this be true? Could this be what nature had intended for us? Aflac felt excited. Imagine that. He was meant to fly up through the air. "Are you ready to fly?" asked Mr. Drake. "Yes," they shouted back. "Are you strong and mighty ducks?" he asked again. "Yes," they cried, and they all cheered as Mr. Drake smiled and sat back down. All the way home on the bus, everyone talked about the things Mr. Drake said. Aflac talked as loudly as the rest, but he had a funny feeling in the back of his head as the bus approached his house. Something was missing, but he couldn't quite think what it might be. "Oh, well," thought Aflac, "it's almost time to watch Darkwing Duck." And he walked into his house and shut the door, and everything was ducky.
Wow.
So what'd you think of the story, Murph?
It was kind of strange. I liked it, though. It seemed to be missing something. I don't know.
Well, let me ask you a question, Murph. What did the ducks not do?
Quack. It didn't quack.
No, something else they didn't do. What didn't they do at the end?
Let's see now. Sir Francis Drake, he told them that they could fly because they had feathers and they were... Oh! I got it! They didn't fly, John. The ducks didn't fly.
That's right, Murph. The ducks didn't fly.
Yeah. Wow. And Sir Francis Drake was such a good teacher, too.
He was a good teacher. It's very important to have good teachers and coaches and people who encourage you along the way.
That's right. You know, my family encourages me.
Oh, that's good, Murph. But you know, not only do you have to have somebody to encourage you to do something, but then you got to take the next step and do it.
That's right. They had to spread their wings and fly.
That's right.
Yeah.
They had to spread their wings and fly.
That's right. Well, is it popcorn?
It is popcorn. Do you want some?
Oh, yeah. And I got carrots here.
I
and
know.
some cucumbers. Oh, are you ready to watch the big MTSU Blue Raiders go?
I'm ready, Murph. But first, I think we should thank our guest for the show today.
Oh, yeah. Our special guest, Coach Stockstill. Oh, Coach, I'm a true Blue fan.
And we also need to thank Sergeant Melvin Cunningham for giving us good tips on internet safety.
Oh, yeah, he's awesome. He's always awesome. Yeah, thank you. Oh, we've had a great show today, haven't we?
We have, Murph. We've had a great show.
Yeah, I'm ready for the popcorn. And remember, we got to tell our folks out there, remember,
Work hard and dream big. Murph, save me a little bit of that popcorn.